Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and welcome to my September setup plan with me, the month view, the dashboard, and the notes pages. This is my Erin Condren Life Planner. I have the hourly layout. I have links for this planner as well as lots of other tools and other planners that I love down in the video description, and there's a $10 off referral link for anyone who wants to try Erin Condren for the first time. I'm going to be decorating as I set up this month with a sticker kit that I made. So I have an Etsy shop and it's just called Plan Sarah Plan if you're interested in getting any of my monthly kits. And as you can see, I've already written on some of these event stickers. So the monthly stickers look like this. The little freebie looks like this, and if you ordered this kit, you may have gotten 2 or 3 even freebies because somehow I made just way too many freebies. I don't know how that happened. Then some dashboard stickers. This kit is called September Lavender, and some deco. I've already filled out those little flags, so we're ready to go ahead and get started. As I was getting closer to the start of September, I used sticky notes. These are just really cute sticky notes that snap into any of the Erin Condren books. There are several styles, but this style is called Inspire, and I just have it in the front of my planner. And I've already transferred everything that's on a sticky note over to a sticker already, so we're going to just go ahead and remove these. And as we're doing that, let's just chit chat. So I've got a little something sitting here that you might be able to see at the top of the screen. And I've said this before. I know I'm an Erin Condren affiliate, but I'm also an Erin Condren super fan. So when Erin Condren comes out with new products, I am either having FOMO or I am in line to get one of the new products. Hopefully what I'm doing is watching my budget and looking out for a sale, using rewards points, using a coupon code, stuff like that. Nonetheless, I have said before that I only missed one seasonal surprise box, and then it turned out from the pictures to be one of the greatest looking ones in my opinion, and I didn't have it. Well, Facebook has this cool marketplace, and there is an EC Fans marketplace. Somebody put the little pencil pouch from that seasonal surprise box for sale in the Facebook marketplace. I got this for $9 and it included shipping, and it's basically brand new and I love it. This was one of the main things from that surprise box that I wanted to get. I have filled it up with all of the fall bundle pens, like the highlighters, the black pens, and the multicolor like pens. That have been in the Erin Condren seasonal bundles that are on sale now. And this nice planner friend also sent me a pencil that may have been part of that surprise box as well. It says, "Hello, lovely." Or maybe this was just a pencil that she had in her stash. I don't know, but she sent me both. And so I was tickled to death. Also, speaking of things that I missed the boat on, does anybody remember Pumpkin Paper Company that made stickers? And they went out of business, but everybody was sort of hoping they were going to go back in business. But there was a notice in the Pumpkin Paper Company Facebook group that Tara, who is the owner of it, was going to sell everything that she had. So she had random stickers, she had some agendas and things that she was going to sell. And I believe that was on the 19th. She opened up like an Etsy shop just for that one day to sell everything. Well, I missed everything. I didn't get a single thing. It all sold out before I got to it. And I made a comment in the Facebook group like, "Congratulations on such a great sale." By the time I logged on, everything was gone, but good for you. And do you know that Tara's grandmother contacted me and said that she had some stickers that she would send me? And so these are a gift from Tara, the owner of Pumpkin Paper Company, her grandmother. Is that the sweetest thing or what? You can see, you know, she used some of these. And it made me pull out my older planner stickers to see what all I still had. This coffee one was a Pumpkin Paper Company sticker, and I had this one, which is, you know, looks exactly like the trash can that we take out to the curb every week. I already had some of these grocery cart ones. You can see how I didn't use them very often because I was, this was before I knew how to make my own stickers, and it's when I considered these very valuable. And they sort of are valuable because she's gone out of business. And this is like for sick days and stuff, or naps. So I had that many Pumpkin Paper Company stickers in my stash. And now I have more than doubled my stash because of the kindness of Tara's grandmother. I'm not the only one she sent stickers to. There was somebody else who missed out on the sale, and I believe she split her stickers between me and this other person. And I feel so grateful that she did that. So I just wanted to share the excitement there. All right, so now we're going to get down to business and decorate this September spread. What do you say? We're going to start with the header. And I like to turn this upside down to put the header down. Yesterday was August 31st, so I'm doing this a little bit later than I would like to be doing it. I like to have this up by the first of the month, but it just did not work out that I could do that. I spent the entire day yesterday up until it was time to teach a few summer piano lessons, practicing and recording my August piece of the month. So, I'm just learning for my own personal enrichment and enjoyment, one new piano piece per month. And I have realized that 4 weeks or a month is not enough time for my 56-year-old brain to memorize a piece of any length. So I've given up on the dream of memorizing it in a month, but I do, on the last day of the month, tell myself, okay, time's up. Make a video, and then we're going to move on to a new piece. So that's what I did yesterday. And when I say make a video, what I mean is like 100 different takes, and then we get one good one. And then I put it up on my YouTube channel. So if you're interested in hearing my August piece of the month, it's up on my YouTube channel. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I did have one page turn. I made it as unawkward as I could, and it was still just a teeny bit awkward, but it was okay. It's not super duper distracting. For my July piece, I had to turn the page twice, so it's a little better than that. Oh, there's some kind of gunk on this here. Oh, I know what it is. It's where I put this September tab, the vegan leather tab, and some of the sticky on the back of it transferred over to this page, and I don't know if it's going to come off. If it doesn't, we're just going to cover it with a sticker. I might be able to shovel it off with this. Yeah, that was it. Okay. So this month's sidebar does have like a basket of lavender at the bottom. And let's see if this lines up the way we want it to. Seems to. Yay! Tweaking really helps. And when you use the stickers that you make, when you use them yourself, you don't just sell them, but you use them yourself, you find things, oh, well, I could make that fit even better. You find stuff, so you tweak it. So this one looks like it is fitting really well. When it came to the October kit, which is in my shop now, I did lots of tweaks to the A5 to make it more like the 7x9 planner. Like the shape of the date covers are now going to be, instead of circles, they're going to be like this. I think there's still circles in the September kit, but they are going to be those little flags starting with October. What else is new? Ashley Shelley's planners launched today at 10 a.m. Eastern. I did a review of her planners. If you've never seen Ashley Shelley, you should totally look at the review. Even if you don't need a planner, because I'm not going to do a hard sell or anything, and you might just have fun looking at what her planner looks like. And already things are looking happier. And next thing we're going to do is, I tell you what, I usually do this next, but why don't we put down the events first? And that way, if I have a box that bumps into the date, I won't have to pick up the little flag and then put it on top. We'll just put those on last. This will be an experiment. All right, let's go into time lapse. and put down, I think I have even more, all of the event stickers that have already been filled out. Be right back. Okay, that was really fast, having the events already written, and I did that while I was just watching TV the other night. I filled in the events from the sticky notes that I had already on the page, so this was a flash, and I'm glad, actually, I think I'm gonna like this. I'm glad that I went ahead and put the events down first because, for example, here's a day where I've got balloons covering up that 23, but, well, that's the wrong day, huh? But when I put down the 23 little sticker, it will look right, I think. And I didn't have to lift that up to put it on top of the balloons after the fact. So I'm gonna go back in time lapse to do this part, and then we will do some chit chat as we work on the dashboard and notes pages. Okay, this is pretty much finished, except I use the sidebar now to make a list of the bills that I need to pay each month, and I just call that financial tasks. I use this, and I could also use the little dollar sign stickers, but they're, I mean dollar bill stickers, but there's this little dollar sign. It's meant to go this way, by the way. It's a cute little font, like a whimsical font, so it looks a little bit upside down. If you wanted to, if that bugs you, you could use it this way, but it's actually meant to go this way. So usually I kind of put this on top, and I think I like that. So let's put the financial tasks header down, and then we'll top it with, why don't we do a combo of money and a dollar sign. Let's do that and see if it looks cute. Oh, I think it's cute. We want money to be cute, right? Okay, so flipping back to August, this is what I'm talking about. Financial tasks is really just a list of things I need to make sure I pay. So let's just move on. I can do that. I mean, maybe I'll put it on this video, but I don't really need to. You get the idea. So let's go on to the dashboard. This is where so many people get perplexed. Like, what do I do with that? Well, my answer is, first of all, put some pretty stickers on it, but that is not at all necessary. You don't have to put stickers on it. Just think of a way that it can serve you and make your life a little easier. So the fact that this doesn't have any lines in it, to me, makes it difficult to think of writing a list on this without some stickers to put some lines. You could always draw some lines if you wanted to write a list of things to do. What I like to do with it, though, is put a sticker down and make that my book of the month. And let's just talk about the book of the month situation. I mentioned in a recent plan with me that I have barely touched my August book of the month, and I figured out what the deal is. It's because in July I started doing a piano piece of the month. That's taking all of my spare time. That's what I do for enrichment. That's what I do for my personal growth at this point, as of right now, until that changes. So I'm still going to have a book of the month. But I think instead of fiction, it's going to be a book that's going to help me with my quest to practice piano better. I have this book that I have only read little bits and pieces of. It's called Purpose in Practice, 26 Rules for the Practicing Musician by Rachel Lee Hall. And you can get this on Amazon. Here's the deal. That's my daughter-in-law. Her name is not Rachel Lee Hall anymore. It is Rachel Lee O'Brien. So I'm so proud of her. I definitely want to read her book. She's a world-class musician. I'm telling you, she plays with orchestras all over the place. She gives solo concerts, ensemble concerts. She's a harpist. She wrote this book. I mean, it's so accessible, and I feel like this is something that I'm going to have more success with reading than things like what I have been doing, which I love fiction, and I want to keep reading fiction. I don't know where I'm going to fit it in, but I just have not scratched the surface of An Untamed Land. I may still do it, but this is going to be my book for the month of September, just because I feel like that's going to complement instead of work against what I'm doing with most of my time. And you only have so many hours in a day, right? And in a week and in a month. So I had to get real with myself there and figure out what to do about that. And so that's what we're going to do about it. My piece for the month is we did Eugenie Rocherol the first month, which was July. We did Brahms for August. We're going to do Chopin for September. And it's not a brand new piece, but it's a piece that I learned 20 years ago. So I'm going to be relearning it, but I wanted something that I had a head start on because piano lessons start back this week. I'm going to be extra busy, so I don't want to shoot myself in the foot and make it something that I don't enjoy. So my piece of the month is going to be a Chopin Nocturne. It's Opus 55, number 1, I think, but, you know, I got to go check it. The old memory ain't what it used to be, which is why I don't memorize the pieces very easily. Not that I ever really did. This box down here used to be what I used for my challenge of the month. Now it's a memory keeping area. So that's another idea for you if you have a hard time with that page. I put photos in it. I did that in July also. You could easily make it a challenge of the month or something else like a tracker. You could track habits there, but I like the memories right now. That's what I'm going to do. Then I do household goals. Is that what I did? No, I did a quote. I used to do household goals. I did a quote of the month. Of course, you don't have to do the same thing every month, do you? I might want to do household goals this time. I did a quote of the month last time. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. And I had 2 quotes in July. Had a challenge of the month, which was kind of a household task anyway. So let's revamp it yet a bit more. We're tweaking. It's not really revamping, it's tweaking. So I think what we'll do is have one of these boxes be for the piece of the month, and that will be with the heading sticker that says Challenge of the Month, because it is a challenge to fit in piano practice. And I need it every day. I don't just learn these things just like that. I've got to work at it. Just like I tell my students they have to work at it. And then the payoff is so huge. The payoff is so huge because you can, at the end of the month, you can play this thing. And it's so rewarding to be able to do it well. All right, challenge of the month will go here. And I'd like to put a little sticker line under that. So this will be my Chopin Nocturne. I need to figure out what the opus number is. And that reminds me, I want to show you something that you might not have seen, although I did talk about it. Let me show you real quick. I did a review of the Colibri Academic Planner. This is it. And looks like this. I'm using this for my piano teaching, piano practicing, and my meetings with my piano teacher colleagues. So we had a get-together in August, put some pictures there. That's my name tag from that get-together. This was my piece of the month. These were my 3 main goals having to do with piano teaching and learning this Brahms intermezzo and making the video. Then checkpoints along the way. for completing that, because that is by far the biggest of the goals. Then, is this private? No. Then it has a calendar here, and I will show you the part, like this is fictional. These are not my real students' names here. This is how I'm using it to keep track of my teaching schedule on the left. And then on the right, my piano practicing assignment for myself, like which measures of the piece I'm going to be practicing. If students win awards during the week, they go here. Any extra to do goes right there. So I'm going to be setting up the September one. I don't want to show student names. Okay, they're not there. The show, here it is. It is Opus 55, number 1, Chopin Nocturne. That's my piece of the month. And I just started writing in the checkpoints. So my big goals for the month with my students are to do their first photo, and we're going to get their Christmas recital pieces chosen as early as possible. The second goal is to get the video of this piece up, and I have to send invoices for October tuition. And then beyond that is my weekly schedule. Just wanted to share that with you because I'm liking this a lot. And it's a Colibri planner. I believe Colibri gave me a discount code. So look up the Colibri review if you want to see more. They have more than just academic planners. But look up that review if you want to. The paper is crazy. It's 100-pound paper. It's not 80-pound paper. It is 100-pound paper. So the planners are chunky. If you like a chunky planner, take note. Oh, I just love these colors. You know, pink and green is my favorite combo, and that, I love it. And then we need the one that says My Memories for down here. Maybe we will also put some of this little freebie sheet deco with My Memories. Love the books. Of course, this is mainly going to be photographs, so I don't want to take up too much room here with that. Maybe I'll go like this and hope it looks okay. There, I think that looks okay. But I really just want to save the space for my photographs. And over here, we're going to do the prayer of the month. No, that's the memory verses. I've already written the prayer for the month because we had already a weekly plan with me in the month of September. So I went ahead and wrote that prayer, but I'll put the header with it now. And it's really just a strip of coordinating washi tape and a header that says prayer of the month. This will be another great place for some of the deco, possibly. There we go, prayer of the month. I mean, that's good enough just like that. This is where I keep washi scraps from various kits. This is where the memory verses are going to be, and they all have to do with, and it seems like I should have done this at Easter, but this is when I wanted to do it for a number of reasons. We've been studying the book of Mark. So that's probably the main reason. The other reason is that I want to memorize the 12 disciples, and I never have. I know the main ones, but to memorize all 12 is something I've just never done. So I digress. The theme here is going to be disciples of Jesus, also John the Baptist, who preceded Jesus. So you could sort of call him a disciple, but he was imprisoned and he was executed for the, as were all of the disciples, basically. They were all executed. Which begs the question, why would they allow themselves to be executed if it was all for nothing, if they were making it up, in other words? Why would all 12 of them get executed? Except for one who committed suicide because he did betray Jesus. Judas betrayed Jesus, and he killed himself after that. Alrighty, so what should we do next? I don't have to do anything here. The challenge of the month is going to be to learn the Chopin Nocturne. So let's put that there, and maybe a piano sticker or something. There we go. Kind of cute, right? These two stickers are from Triple Threat Planner Company on Etsy. And this is a little 8th note sticker that I found on Amazon, and then it was a gift. Household goals. One thing I need to do is use the carpet cleaner Not on the kitchen carpet again, although I could probably do it again. The kitchen rug, not carpet. There's a spot on a rug in our bedroom that I need to clean. Another thing we need to do is get an estimate on a gutter repair. And the last thing is going to be to sort of deep clean the piano studio. Okay, so that page is all finished. We're just going to fill in the photographs as we go through the month. The memory verses I've written down on the back of this sticker sheet, and look how that was a fail. The back of sticker paper is a little bit waxy, whatever. This is just going to be copied over here anyway. So all of these, like I said, have to do with discipleship. We're going to start with a verse about John the Baptist. Then we're going to talk about, the next verse will have to do with when Jesus chose his first 2 disciples. And then we're going to go on from there. So let's put down the verse for this week, which is Mark chapter 1, verses 2 and 3. I will send my messenger ahead of you, who will prepare your way. A voice of one calling in the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord, make straight paths for him. So in context, or just a tiny bit of context, that verse is being quoted. It is actually a prophecy from the book of Isaiah, and it is being quoted in the book of Mark. So we're going to put it right here. The second verse is John the Baptist talking. And he preached, saying, after me comes he who is mightier than I, the strap of whose sandals I am not worthy to stoop down and untie. I have baptized you with water, but he will baptize you with the Holy Spirit. That's Mark chapter 1, verses 7 and 8. Now we're going later on into chapter 1. And passing along by the Sea of Galilee, he saw Simon and Andrew, the brother of Simon, casting a net in the sea, for they were fishermen. And Jesus said to them, follow me, and I will make you become fishers of men. You'll often hear Simon referred to as Simon Peter, but I'm just going to put Simon for the sake of this verse. And that's Mark 1, 16 and 17. And then finally we get to the verse. So it's like 5 verses. I've condensed them because the last one is going to list all 12 of the disciples. And that's what I'm really going for here, is to just memorize those disciples. So I've left out certain words and just condensed it. And he appointed 12, Simon Peter, James, John, Andrew, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James, Thaddeus, Simon, and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. So the second Simon is a different Simon than Simon Peter. And that is Mark chapter 3, a condensed verse 14 through 19. And with that, we've done everything that I need to do in this setup video. So I've got all of my verses for the month. I'll try to memorize one of these per week. I've got some goals. I'm going to list my bills that I need to pay off camera because this video is getting long enough. And then I've got my prayer of the month. I actually pray this publicly. So at the end of my weekly Plan With Me's, if you want to pray with me, you can, because I'm going to pray that at the end of the weekly Plan With Me's, not the end of this one. But that is it for the month of September. And I thank you so much for joining me. I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.